everyone. My name is Dana and he's Anuj, my colleague. And today we will talk about the IP and what you should expect when you come here. I'm a student at Aerospace Engineering. I'm in my second year of Masters, just finished my first year. And Anuj.
Hello everyone, my name is Anuj. I'm originally from India and I study management of technology. I have just completed my first year of Masters as well. And looking forward to this amazing Q&A sessions.
All right, so we are very efficient here in the Netherlands.
Yes.
So let's get started then with our presentation. So let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen during the IP. So first of all, we will have three elements this IP. We will talk a little bit about the social app, about the Brightspace course that we're gonna do for you guys, and what's gonna happen during the actual week of the IP. So let's get moving. All right, so Anuj will tell you more a little bit about the social app. He basically did everything there, so thank him for all the wonderful descriptions. So, yeah.
So the IP social app, it is the app it is the official app of the IP, which you will get access in the week before the IP starts. So this is how the app looks. If you can see, it's like the theme of this IP is the color which are there, and basically everything regarding the introduction program, from events to descriptions to student life and living life in Netherlands, you can find on this app. To give you a few highlights about the app, you can find events, like the description of all the events. There are some events for which you need registration. You can do the registration through the app as well. Then you can get updates about the events, notifications you can get, and it's like day to day. You have to be on the app to get all the details. Another thing very important is student life. Like you can get to know about the associations. Like there are several associations, and also there are many food places on the campus. So you'll get to find them on the app as well, and challenges, which is, very exciting challenges. Jana, you have an experience about it.
Yeah, so last year we were also participants like you guys, and we had a lot of challenges to complete, like 80, if I remember right.
That's true.
And actually there were teams who finished them all and they got a surprise prize. So we will implement this year too. You're going to be able to experience the IP in a different way. If you do these challenges, because they are about the wildlife that you can have, that you can find in the campus, about different buildings, about different challenges that you can do with your team. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I recommend you doing all of them.
All of them.
So yeah.
And finally, the house rules for the IP, which is very important. Like you must have received the registration like last week, and you must have tick marked the I agree to the conditions. So these house rules, these are very important things to consider for the IP, which you must follow at all times. And this will be communicated in the social app as well.
We will also mention some really important rules today about the IP that you have to remember. For example, one very important rule for us is the wristband. You will receive one on the first day, and you're going to have to wear it all week. Just like at the festival,
Yeah,
and because otherwise, it is a festival.
It is a festival,
yes. You're gonna have to keep it on you at all times, because otherwise you won't be able to enter some events or some workshops. So yeah, just be sure you got that on your wrist all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's move on then. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the Brightspace course, which also Anuj did, most of it. So.
Yes.
But let's explain what Brightspace is in general.
Yes, yeah. So basically the Brightspace is the environment on which TU Delft operates, from notes taking to your grades to finding anything regarding your course, even registering for the exams. Like Brightspace is one of the most important tools you should be knowing about before coming to Delft, and we have a Q&A session scheduled for it as well. But just to in brief, your Brightspace account will be activated like in the first week of August, and it has like the course basically has everything regarding the study culture, like how is the pointers maybe, or how the exams are conducted, like the policies about exams, everything is there.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind also that the policies differ from faculty to faculty. So we are just giving you a general guideline, like the general passing grade, what you usually have to do. But be sure to check your faculty's specific information so you don't get bamboozled randomly, during the school year.
That's true. It's very general information, and more details you will get obviously during your faculty introduction. But this course is very important when it comes to understanding how the Brightspace works, because I don't know if all the faculties will teach you how to operate the Brightspace, but this course will definitely help you understand how to operate the Brightspace, and it is free of charge. So
yeah, we really recommend, like, after you get access to your account, your university account, just enter it, play around, open up discussions, chat rooms, everything, so you just know like what every functionality does basically. We will also have another live, I think the
29th of July.
The 29th of July, yeah, we will have another live which will explain exactly like some apps that we use here at U Delft, and we will go more in depth. But we really recommend, like, after you get access to it, just go into the Brightspace course and do your thing, play a little bit, and just find out what works, what doesn't work, and so on.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so now we will talk a little bit about what's going to happen during the actual week of the IP. Very exciting. So this is our schedule. As you can see, it's pretty packed. You have a lot of stuff to do.
A lot of stuff to do. A lot of new stuff as well.
Yeah. Compared to last year, we added some new features, so you should get ready for that. But let's start with a bit of a fun fact. So you see that in all of the days you have the base camp. What is the base camp? The base camp is basically a zone where you can grab a drink, have a bite, hang out with your friends, and just sit like basically in nature. And that's why you see there. You can always just take a breather if you need. You have that space reserved just for you the whole week. Yeah. Also, another question that we sometimes receive is that we have a lot of overlapping activities. And the thing is that you will have to choose with your team on which activities you will go to. So let us explain a little bit about the process of how we are going to organize you into groups. So each of you will be put in a group with a coach that will be your mentor for the week. They will teach you all they know about U Delft. They will help you accommodate. They will give you tips and tricks. And overall, they will be like your coordinator for the whole week. And they will be kind of responsible for you in a way, but not like, parents, kids.
And they are the students who were in the IP last year. So
exactly. So they
are
are
current students as well.
Yeah, they know their stuff. Ask them a lot of questions. They have to know them. So, But the thing is that for most of the activities that you see here, you have to come to a consensus, as to say, with your team and decide like, okay, all of the team is gonna go, for example, for the canal cruise. And you decide you go to the canal cruise all together. So you cannot really sign up on your own besides some specific activities. And those we will mention at the right time. Yeah.
The coach does most of the... The coach will register the group itself on the team's behalf if you think, okay. But remember, there are limited places for it as well. So you, as a group, have to make a quick decision about, which activities you want to go into, like Canal Cruise or Discover Delft, let's say so. You
have to think fast, so just keep that in mind. You have to talk with your colleagues and cooperate, just like at U Delft during your university years. So we're preparing you guys, trust us. All right, another very important thing that we want to talk about and that arose some questions is what if I can't come for the first day or for the second day or for the third day? The thing is that we have a big check-in where you get your wristband, and that's happening on Sunday. So ideally, you'd have to be there. But if that's not possible because of like your flight, or you couldn't find accommodation, or other like situations like this, because they might arise, we're people after all, we have to tell you that you can check in late, but you can check in late only before Tuesday in the morning.
Yes.
So Tuesday in the morning is the last time they should be able to participate. Because otherwise with a hackathon you're going to work in groups and it wouldn't make sense if you wouldn't be there. So make sure that we recommend you come to the whole festival, that's for sure. So just come from Sunday and enjoy all of the activities that we have prepared. Yes. But if you cannot really deal with this and you have some other issues, we can accommodate you if you come until Tuesday 20th in the morning.
Yes,
yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's talk a little bit in depth about what's going to happen with all of these activities that you can see. So first of all, we have Sunday, the first day, where you will first wake up in the morning and you will come to the university and meet your team. And your coach, and you will have prior contact with your team, with your coach, and with your coach.
The team name.
And the team name too, because as you can see here in the picture on the slide, you will each be in kind of a city. And that's your team name.
Yes.
You will come in the morning, you will meet your coach, you will meet your team, you'll do a little bit of icebreakers to
get your responses.
Yeah. And also, very, very, very important, you will be scheduled for a specific hours with your group. And you will have to go there, be on time and get your wristband so you can be sure to access all of the activities and all of the events in the festival. All right, and then the next thing is the campus treasure hunt, which I'm very excited for because I am organizing it. So if you don't like it, please don't throw eggs at my head or tomatoes or anything. But basically the treasure hunt is meant to take you in 4 different locations around the campus. And you will have some clues, you will have some hints, then you're gonna have to do some challenges. And after you complete all of that, you will receive some like digital stickers and all sorts of stuff. I think that's gonna be pretty fun. You get to like see the campus, you get to hear stories from your coaches about, I studied so much in here, like I couldn't wake up after 24 hours of studying, in the library or something. So you for sure.
Will everyone start at the same location?
No, the thing is that you will each be scheduled in a different location as to have enough time for everyone to complete the tasks. Because if you overlap and like too many teams are there, it's going to get a little bit complicated. After that, everyone will get a bit of lunch break, so you can grab a bite, have a drink. And then we have the bike sale. So if you want to get a bike first day with a bang, just make sure to be there.
To be there on the bike sale. And there will be over 500 bikes. So if you are thinking about bringing bike from your own country, you are free to do it, but you can find a good bike during the bike sale. So
I say we also look at the Q&A, the questions that we got in the chat in the meantime, and then we go on with what's going to happen. So Ludwig asked us, when do we get access to our TUD email? It's supposed to be sometime around the first week of August, but we will keep you updated, and also TUDALF will keep you updated for sure about that. All right. What are you required to do besides arranging the payment of your study in StudyLink? We will have another live next week.
About this.
Also next week and on the 29th about this, and we will discuss a little bit in more depth. But to answer it very shortly, you just arrange your payment and you should be fine. Yeah.
Accommodation as well. So.
Yeah. When will we pick our classes? That really depends on your university, on your specific faculty. So you have to wait for that, I guess.
Yes.
How much is the bike? Well, it really depends on the bike, because you can get more of a cheaper one.
From 125 euros, you can get a good bike, starting price, and it can go up to 250 something. So there's a whole range it covers, and if you want to negotiate, it's your wish. You can do it during the bike sale. So do you have experience of getting a bike during bike sale?
Honestly, no, I didn't get one because I was kind of indecisive and I didn't find accommodation at that point in time. So I was like, where I'm going to keep my bike, I don't know. But I got a swap fits and that fits me pretty well, I think.
But my friends got a good bike during the bike sale. So it's really important. And you can travel around the campus on bike if you have a bike during the initial days of your IP. So it really helps you a lot.
Especially if you have your faculty at aerospace or at applied sciences, you will really need a bike because it's very, very far away compared to everything else. So you have to be prepared for that. All right. You have a fan here, Anuj. Someone says you're very sexy and great, so that's cute. All right, let's move on with the Sunday day. So after you're finished with the bike sale, you can stay as much as you need. The thing is that you will be scheduled also for the next part of the treasure hunt, so you will maybe be able to do like the first location before the lunch and the bike sale. And after that, we will move on to the next location. So we will discuss more and give you more details after we connect you with your coach, and they will explain to you exactly what's going to happen. After that, we have a dinner prepared for you guys. So after we get all of the confirmations for your invitations and everything, we're going to probably either send you a form or are going to ask you guys separately if you have some specific dietary restrictions that we might follow. And we're going to keep you up to date to that. It's just going to be a super cute dinner.
Yeah, it is the first time, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think we had it last year.
Yes,
so
we didn't have it last year, so you guys are pretty lucky. So.
Yeah. All right. And then we have the opening party. Yeah.
Yes.
So do you want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest parties of the year, along with the OVE. So it will be like in front of library, I guess.
Yeah.
And we didn't have it last year as well. Like the IP students were allowed to participate, but this year we are, and it will be like fun. It will be like one of the best parties on the first day itself. So
yeah, but what is OVE exactly?
It's like music, dance.
No, OVE.
OVE.
The program.
Yeah, so OVE is a festival which is happening simultaneously with the IP. It is only for the bachelor students. So remember, you will come across this OVE IP. So OVE is a festival for bachelor students. It is similar to IP. So
yeah, but IP is just for masters exchange and bridging.
Yeah. Whereas OVE is for bachelors. So.
All right, so I think Sunday is pretty clear. Let's check if we got some new questions about this. So I'm not used to riding a bike. Is it possible to rent a small motorbike like 125cc? I'm not very familiar with this. So I'm not very sure if you could. It depends, like if you got
you can
a driving license, I think you for sure could.
For sure you can get it. Or you can get an electric bike as well, which you can easily go around.
So David asks us, is the bike sale during IP usually better for prices than finding it on Marketplace or some secondhand market? You can also find like cheaper stuff on Marketplace, but you cannot have the assured quality.
Yes.
Our supplier like checks the bikes, make sure that they are working that they are not like, I don't know, from...
It's not stolen as well.
Yeah, it's not stolen. It's taken from a river, so you get that if you get it at the bike sale. It's for sure at a little bit of a higher price. But I think it's worth it for just the safety part of it. Yeah.
And most of them are second-hand bikes, right?
Yeah. Yes. Is the bike sale exclusive for students, or can other people attend, like KI partner who is working already? Unfortunately, this is only for the IP participants and also for the OA participants, but we are limiting ourselves to that because our space is limited, so we cannot really accommodate other people. All right. Is the dinner free? Yes, it will be free. And that's the best part of it, for sure.
I'm jealous of you guys.
Someone asked what is the slow-paced activity at X, and we will get to that in just a second. So we will move into the next slide and discuss a little bit more. So on Monday, we have a lot of activities. The schedule is packed. But first of all, we start with the central opening, which is, you might think it is a little bit long, but it will pass very fast. Trust me, I didn't even realize how fast it was, because we will discuss and detail all of these activities a little bit more, so you know what's happening. We will have a feedback workshop. Yeah, we will talk a lot about a lot of things. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yes. And then you see we have like 3 things overlapping. So we have the welcome bags, the Discover Delft, and the Canal Cruise. The welcome bags are going to be given by us. We were going to probably schedule you for a specific hour to come with your team and pick up your goodie bag. It's just some things from us to you, so you can enjoy your university year better. And then Discover Delft and the Canal Cruise are some activities that are going to let you discover Delft in a pretty unique way.
Yes.
But the places are limited. So the thing is that you are going to have to keep in contact with your team. And your coach will register your whole team for a canal cruise, for Discover Delft or whatever else. Also keep in mind the canal cruise is only 45 minutes.
Yes.
On the schedule, you only have the time like where you can actually go there and do the canal cruise.
Yes, that's true. And then you can go for Discover Delft or InfoMarket. If you can.
Exactly.
I would say you don't miss InfoMarket.
No, totally. You don't miss. No. You can arrange your schedule with your
accordingly.
Team. Yeah, yes. But you will also get to the InfoMarket. So basically, the InfoMarket, what is it, Anush?
So InfoMarket is basically all the international associations which will be present at the InfoMarket. Like, let's say if someone is from India, Indian Student Association, from Taiwanese Association, from Indonesian Student Association, or any associations related to specific countries are present at the InfoMarket, and many other associations which are not part of sports or events like dance. Those are present at the InfoMarket. So it will be held in somewhere in the center, which information will be there. Everything will be communicated, and it's a must watch if you want to be associated with any association. So yeah, like ESN, the international association like Erasmus Student Network or Best Delft or DIS, they all will be there at the InfoMarket.
Yeah, and also there will also be a lot of study associations. I really recommend getting into that because, for example, I had the great opportunity to go to a crazy trip next month. So I'm going to Singapore, Australia, and New Zealand just through this study association. So make sure you go to them, you talk to them, you discuss the possibilities because there are a lot. And you should use them for sure.
Your faculty only.
Yeah, no, there are others too. Yeah, there are others too that offer exchange programs or different things and activities. So make sure to keep an eye on that and just be careful. So let's look a little bit about the questions again. Elise asks us, what is the best payment method for something like the bike sale? Cash, or is there a preferred mobile payment app? So I think either cash or card works. But also about the card, we will also discuss this in one of the next slides about the practicalities of moving to the Netherlands. You will need to have a Dutch card at some point, but I think we can arrange for students to pay with their international
card.
Yeah, so we will discuss this a little bit further, but from what we are aware of as of now, you will be able to also pay with card as well as cash. So whatever fits you best. Ludwig asks us, can we do both Discover Delft and Canal Cruise? Of course.
Yes.
If your team approves and everyone wants to do that. Yeah, of course. Why not? Will the presentation be available for us later? So we will upload the presentation to Brightspace, but unfortunately you won't get access to that until August. But until then, we will leave this live Q&A on our YouTube channel, and you can check it at any time.
Yes.
But yes, after that, you will be able to also just access it via your browser and check it out very quick. All right. Let's move on then. So also the InfoMarket, you explained it. And then we have the welcome activities of the International Association. So there are a few associations that want to organize stuff for you guys. Such as hair braiding and movies and a lot of stuff. Those will be promoted on our app.
Yeah, they will be promoted on our app. Yeah. Also, I think they will be promoted on Goin as well. Yeah. Which is a new app, like a Unilife thing.
Yeah.
So it will be there, but it will be communicated to you. And just follow the Instagram pages of the account.
Yeah. Just keep an eye on the app, on the Instagram page, and you will
find them on InfoMarket, all the associations.
Exactly. Yes. So they will probably tell you if they have any cool activities. Yes. But also these are limited too. Yes. So keep that in mind because you have to reserve a place. And also because someone asked about what are the the slow-paced activities. It's just if your social battery runs out, you can just go there and have a yoga class or have a board game night or disco tennis. Just little things to relax and not to put pressure on you. And yeah, that's basically it. You have access to them, I think, in all the days.
Yes.
So yeah,
Sunday to Thursday.
we will post this. I think we will post the schedule,
we
and you
post
can
it.
choose whatever you want to go. But again, also the places are limited. So if you see something that you really want to do, make sure you register yourself.
Yeah, and it takes place at X.
Yeah.
So X, I think you should go.
Yeah. X is a
well.
great place.
Yes.
So we are very lucky here at TU Delft. I never encountered this in any like prior universities.
Yes, that's true.
Is this amazing place where you basically you can do anything you want to do. You can do sports, you can do music, you can do arts, you can do performative arts, whatever fits your boat.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Pottery, there's a big kitchen.
There are like so many things to do there. You can take courses for example, ceramics or violin or whatever you want, basically. So it's just like this nice place where you can come and relax and make new friends and meet new people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's great. So all of the things, all of the slow-paced activities are going to happen at X. And you can become more familiar with the place once you get there. Yeah. All right. So moving on to our third day, which is exciting.
It's with a lot of things as well.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the hackathon?
Yeah. So on Tuesday, the day starts with hackathon. So it's a new concept this year as well. So hackathon is just with your group, you have to work on a sustainable challenge. You will be given a place where you have to solve. It's a 3-hour time slot, and it will be like any faculty, depending on the group. And you have to give a post or a presentation and upload it on the Brightspace. So it's like a 3-hour fast hackathon, like brainstorming challenge solving session. And it will be fun. Yeah, it's just 3 hours, so you'll have a lot of fun working in the teams, and basically you'll get to know how to work in a team environment with new people around, with diversity, and it will be a fun time. Yeah, I'm sure about it.
Let's also look at the questions, because we have some here. So someone asked us no dinner on the second day. Unfortunately not, just on the first one for now. All right, so basically the given timelines are just time frames between which we can do that particular activity, and they do not actually require that much time to do, hence there will be no overlap. Sometimes they can overlap if you cannot plan very well with your team, so that really depends on you. If you plan yourself well, some things should not overlap, so you should be able to do most of the things. Yeah. Do you need a Dutch card, or does a card from another SIPA country also work? I believe it works.
It works. It works.
If it's SIPA, it should be fine.
It should be fine.
So if you decide to go for the canal cruise, will you still get the welcome kit since the event's closed? You will get the welcome kit for sure.
For sure, yes.
You will be scheduled probably for a specific hour that you have to be there to pick it up. And we will just communicate that with your coach, and you can come pick it up and then do your thing around with the Discover Delft.
Show us your wristbands though. Don't forget.
Yes, don't forget about the wristbands.
It has a QR code this year.
Yeah. So. Is it mandatory to follow my theme throughout the whole program for the whole week? Yes. Unfortunately, actually not unfortunately. Happily, this is a team-based program.
Yes.
So it's meant to kind of put you in the mood here at TU Delft, because we work a lot in teams. Most of your projects are going to happen in a team. So we're trying to prepare you for what's going to come.
Yeah, that's true. And
yeah. All right. Is there a yearly subscription for X? Yes, there is. I believe the base one is about 160 euros.
Yeah.
But for exact information, please check their website, x.tudelft.nl. Do we need a paid X membership to avail the services at X? Yes, you need it to, but during the IP week, you of course wouldn't need it.
Yeah, you wouldn't need it. Yeah. It's like open for everyone to experience what X is, and then you can take a membership.
Yeah,
definitely.
But after that, you will need to pay your membership. Are the groups going to be mixed from all the different master programs? Yes, we will mix you very well, so you meet as many people from as many branches as possible.
Yes.
Yeah. Will there be places to buy food for the whole week? So yeah, we have a Spar on campus, a supermarket where you can just pick up like some sandwiches, some salads. juices, stuff like that, basically. We also have food trucks, at the base camp, yeah.
At all the faculty, most of the faculty.
Yeah, and also there are a lot of dining options in town.
Options, yes.
Yeah, so you can just go there and check it out.
And check.
Yeah. All right. How big are our groups? So it really depends on how many of you guys are gonna actually apply. Because the lesser you apply, the smaller the groups will be.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see
around 15.
Yeah, we assume about 15 to 20 people per group, something like that. All right, so we went through all the questions and now we can move on to the campus discovery. So during the campus discovery, you'll get a tour of like the most iconic places around the campus, the places that you have to see, like for example, the echoic and anechoic chamber. They're pretty impressive because again, in the anechoic chamber, you can like really hear your thoughts, you know.
Yes.
And a fun fact about this, by the way, is the faculty that the anechoic and echoic chamber are into were built after the anechoic and echoic chamber. They built it around it.
Yes.
So just a fun fact for you there, yeah. A bit nerdy, but all right. We also have the flag photo. So we're gonna do it on top of the library. So make sure to get your flag with you and represent your country.
The places are limited as well, not to be on the top of the library. So
yeah, you have to come on time.
You have to come on time.
Yeah.
Yes. Bring your flags as well.
Yeah. All right. The welcome activities still go on. So you can participate, you can sign up for them. And now we have like a very exciting, like this is personally my favorite part of the IP, if I'm honest with you, is the Delft Got Talents. So it's just like a talent show, like you see it on TV.
Yes.
You basically, to be able to participate, if you have a talent, if you want to be on stage, if you want to showcase what you know to do, you just send us a 1-minute video and that will go up on Wednesday. So on Wednesday,
you'll get the registration forms.
Yeah.
You fill up your requirements, what talent you have, a 1-minute video, and that's it. Let us know what you need from us for the arranging. We'll check if we can.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if you don't want to participate, you're not a stage person or you feel shy, there's no worries. You can still come and participate and come and support your friends. But also keep in mind that these places are also limited. We're gonna repeat this a few times just to make sure that we get it.
Yes. There will be exciting prizes, so just participate.
Yeah, there are gonna be some pretty cool prizes, and it's very nice. I also participated last year, and it was so much fun. So I recommend everyone do it, honestly. But yeah, keep your eyes on the app and on our Instagram on Wednesday. You can send us a video of 1 minute, and then that's basically your registration into the Delft Got Talent show. Let's check. Do we have... no, we don't have other questions, so we can move on. As you see, the slow-paced activities are still there, so take a chill pill if you need it. And then we move on to Wednesday. So on Wednesday, tell us about it.
Activity market. So this is one of my favorite events of the whole IP, because it is like you go to X, like we discussed. What is X? X is a big sports entertainment. How you define X?
It's a culture center.
Culture center.
That contains like sports, arts, music, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Yeah. And there will be a lot of associations. If you are into sports, let's say volleyball, football, hockey, tennis, all the association regarding sports will be there. If you are into dance, like from salsa to, all type of dance, the associations will be there. You can meet the association, talk with them one-on-one and understand. If you like, you can join the association as well. So it's like a proper activity market which you can experience and at X. So I would recommend don't miss this at any cost and spend their time, take the tryouts, maybe karate if you're into judo. Just explore yourself.
Yeah, just explore yourself, exactly. If you're not into sports necessarily, there are also like associations that do music. For example, we have an orchestra association, which is Crash. Now I was also part of that. I was a second violin for a while. They're very fun. We have the Groover Association that does really jazz. There are also a few associations for like theater and improv. So anything that comes to your mind, you will probably find it in this.
Yes.
That's for sure. Yeah. Someone asked us, what is the base camp? So the base camp, as we said before, is just a place to be when you want to relax, grab a bite, grab a drink, sit with your friends on the grass, basically that. All right, so at the same time, as the activity market, we also have some workshops. There will be a lot of them. They're going to be pretty diverse. So from learning Dutch to safe biking to how to give feedback, how to behave yourself in this country, how to be more efficient when writing a CV or interview or anything regarding that. So also the places are limited once again.
They are short workshops though.
Yeah, they're pretty short. So like you can go to one workshop, then you can hop on and go to the activity market, check out what's happening there, then maybe go to another workshop if you're interested in. And yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna give you we're gonna open up the registration for that. Yeah. All right. The Canto sing-along. So this is like a big celebration, a big party type of stuff, where we're gonna have a stage and music and drinks and a lot of fun, basically. And we all sing like Dutch songs, but also international songs. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, just go with your group and enjoy the Dutch singing.
Yeah.
So you'll have fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's super nice. All right, and the last thing on our schedule for Wednesday, it's the movie night. So we're gonna display a movie near the library.
Yes. There will be a big projector there, and you'll sit on the top of the library and watch the movie. So it's pretty cool. Just bring your blankets or whatever you need to sit on the library grass.
Yeah.
And have fun with your friends.
And also, like, if we're here, let's also mention the fact that, again, most of the things that we mentioned are required to be made in a group. So you register as a group, but there are exceptions. And one of the exceptions is, for example, the movie night. Another exception is the party that's happening on the first day.
Yes.
You can also go by yourself. You don't have to be in a group. And you will see in the next slide that we are going to have another party on Thursday. And you can also go to that by yourself. You don't have to be with your group. But
remember, for movie night, the registrations are very limited. So you need to be quick to register, basically.
Just keep your eye on the app constantly and on Instagram.
And on Instagram to register. Yeah.
All right, let's look a little bit about questions. Is it possible to just get a gym subscription without X? I believe that's not possible. You have to have an X subscription, and on top of that, you add the gym subscription.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got informed that many supermarkets do not accept debit cards from foreign banks because of these restrictions. I was also worried about buying food in Delft.
Well, I think it really depends on the card specifically. Yeah, because for me, I am from Romania. I didn't have any issues with paying with my cards at supermarkets specifically here. I had issues, for example, using my cards at the vending machines for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
So it really depends. I recommend you check with your bank and just phone them and ask them a quick question about it. Yeah,
we'll cover this in next session as well. So
yeah, we'll talk more about it for sure. Will there be a map to know where each activity will be located? Yeah, we will make a map, and also your coach will be with you at all times, so you can just ask them. But you will also have a map. Do we need prior registration for workshops? Yes. So as soon as the registration for the workshops goes up, you should click on it if you're interested in that specific workshop, because the places are like 20 to 30 per workshop, so pretty limited.
It's limited, but
yeah. I'll arrive in the Netherlands on Tuesday night, so I couldn't make it to the event. So are any of the events live on cable? So I believe only the Delft Got Talent. Yeah, that's the only one that's gonna be
live. Yes.
Yeah. But we really would love we'd love to have you here. So if you could arrive earlier, we'd be really happy to have you. Will the vote be available after the live ends? Yes, it will be on our YouTube channel. Yeah. What is the name of the Instagram page you were talking about? This is embarrassing. I will tell you right now.
At TU Delft IP.
At TU Delft IP. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. I will also add it to the chat so you have it there. All right. So we'll move on. We're done with Wednesday, and we move on to the last day. This is Thursday. So this is gonna be more of a chill day.
Chill day, yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to be here from like 10 till 5 o'clock because that's a lot of time. Maybe you wanna eat, maybe you wanna grab a bite. But we recommend you stay as much as you can because you can meet a lot of, not associations, I can't find the word exactly, but
at the base camp,
like,
you
yeah.
can explore at the base camp.
No, like with the Tune in Your Frequency Day.
Oh, career
like
council,
different
yeah.
bodies that are in the university and in the city. So you'd be able to talk with the Hemente, which is the municipality body, with the police department to see exactly like if you have any doubts about how to live here and some specific things, you can just go ask them. We'll also probably have Duo, which is the accommodation for students in the campus, career and counseling, which are giving like workshops monthly for like
personality.
Maybe. Exactly. CVs, interviews. Things like, are you stressed? How do you deal with procrastination? So just come and talk with them. It's a very good opportunity to find about a lot of things in the TU Delft that your coach might not know about because they didn't use them, and that can just happen. All right, so we can move on to the closing ceremony, which is the last activity on our roster. The closing ceremony, dinner, and activity is basically a wrap-up of your week. You will check up your after movie, and you will probably see yourself in there, I hope.
The exciting prizes for the challenge as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you can get featured in.
Yeah, and also the winners for the hackathon. So, during the hackathon, you'll do a presentation based on the sustainability thing that we talked about earlier. So the best presentations are going to be awarded. So make sure to do your best. All right. Also for the challenges that we talked before, if you do all the challenges or if you're the group that did the most at least, you're in for a prize. So I really recommend doing that. And then we have the dinner and we have the closing party. The dinner is also free.
Yes.
And that's gonna happen happens on Sunday. And the closing party is gonna be a blast because we're gonna have two DJs. And again, places are limited. Make sure
you register. It's an individual as well.
Yeah,
individual event.
We mentioned the individual events last slide, so this is one of them too. So you have three. You have the movie night, you have the IP closing party, and you have the opening party.
Yeah, and the workshops.
Yeah, and the workshops. Yeah, that's for sure. All right. So I think this is it for us, guys.
Yes.
So now it's time for
your questions.
But before questions, let's do a little bit of an overview. Up to 9 in the morning on the 20th of August, you have to talk with your coach. You have to tell them, hey, I'm going to be late. Please inform the people further so we're prepared for you when you come. We're gonna have to do a little bit of arrangements for that, so we need to be aware if you're coming or if you're not coming. Again, with the wristband. Keep the wristband on all week. There's no excuse if you take it off. There are gonna be issues. We probably can't give you another one. You probably won't be able to attend events such as the
parties. Yes.
Yeah. So just keep it on. The auditions open this Wednesday, so be prepared for that. You just send us the video, and we're gonna watch it and put you in there. And the deadline for registering for the IP in general is on the 6th of August. So if you didn't register yet, make sure you do. We will remind you to on our Instagram. So just stay there and keep updated. All right. So now. Yeah, as I said, this is our Instagram, and questions. Let's move on. So, Is there anything to do in the university between the end of IP and start of our classes? Not something specific
But you
necessarily.
can get in connect with the associations because they will be organizing a lot of
Yeah.
events for you guys. Like there are many associations, international as well as associations you may find at Activity Market. So just connect with them and see what activities they are having. Other than that, on the campus, there's nothing much other than the faculty introduction. Like
Yeah, that's going to be announced by your own faculty. You're going to
right?
receive an email. I can tell you for my faculty, I received an email for the MSc kickoff, and I just went there, and it was a super nice day where I learned more about the program. I had a bit of a treasure hunt. It was super fun. So participate to that. But your faculty will tell you
communicate
for
with
sure.
you.
Yes.
Can be.
What is the IP social app? Can find it on App Store. What is the name exactly?
So the IP Social app is not live yet. It will be live a week before the IP starts, and you will get all the details, how to register on the app, how to access the app, and all the details. It won't be available yet. So don't worry, we will send you the email soon.
All right. Can you still visit the information market without participating in the whole IP? So the info market is going to happen in Delft. So I don't think anyone can stop you
Yeah,
if you really want to
definitely.
go there.
Yeah, you can
There's no one checking wristbands, so I think you can just drop by and have a chat with
Chat with
whoever
the
you want.
associations, yeah.
When will you get access to social app? You already responded to that. Apple Pay. Someone asked us about Apple Pay, but I don't find the message. Can we use Apple Pay at the supermarkets and bike sale? At the supermarkets, I think
You can
yes.
use.
Yeah, but I'm not
Sure, at the
about
bike sale, yeah. Better to have cash at the bike sale or a card,
Yeah.
which works, but Apple Pay, I don't know.
If you want to be sure, I recommend you sending us an email and we can check exactly with the supplier of the bikes and we will tell you the clear information. All right, someone tell us that it's a very useful presentation. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. All right, sorry to be a bit off track, but will the semester throughout have events here and then? Oh, there are a lot of events here. I honestly feel overwhelmed with how many things are happening at all the time in campus.
simultaneously.
Yeah, so there are like, you can separate them. You have like things that are about your studies, for example, talks, career events.
Tell your busiest day ever in Delft. How was it?
Oh, too much. Yeah, so there will be a lot of events. Don't worry about it. You have like faculty events. You have study association events. You have things that are organized by career and counseling by the library. The library have some super nice events that I really recommend, especially during the exam time. They bring up Nola the dog, and you can pet it and spend time with her and relax. Super cute.
Even there's a massage.
Yeah.
Who gives you a neck massage.
Yeah. So a lot of facilities to
facilities,
discover.
yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I will still be able to use the IP social app even if I won't be able to attend the in-person part of IP, right?
So only the participants who have confirmed their registrations will receive the access to IP social app. So I think you should register for the
Just register for the IP. It would be great if you could come. Yeah. Around how many Dutch master students are normally participating in the IP? Oof, that's a tough question. It really depends, mostly. The thing is that most of the Dutch students that are doing their masters already did their bachelor here, so they kind of know what's going on. But I personally had Dutch students in my IP, so in my IP group. So yeah, I cannot give you exact numbers, unfortunately. But there are some Dutch students that are coming. Yeah. Are the cooking workshops I've seen on IG stories at X part of the subscription you pay, or are they open to all? They are part of the subscription. So basically anything that you see about X, you will have to have a subscription to participate in. Mostly because you will use your credentials to log in an app and reserve a place. And without having the subscriptions, but you won't be able to actually
and
reserve
the
the
credentials
place.
are the same credentials you use for Brightspace, so
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
It's everything is centralized, so basically your net ID and your password are your key to everything in the faculty, and in the university.
And
in
also
general.
there are some events at X for which you don't need a subscription, but you have to pay for the classes, right?
Yeah. I think that's possible too.
Yes.
But again, for more information and like very clear stuff, just go on x.tudolf.nl. You can find more specific stuff in there. We're just telling you about our experiences mostly. All right. So is going to the fraternities, social student associations, not study link, not part of the IB? As far as I'm aware of, I don't think we have any relation to fraternities. But I cannot confirm for sure.
Just drop us a mail and we'll...
Yeah, if you're very interested in meeting fraternities or a specific association, just drop us an email and we can tell you if they are actually involved in the IP or not.
No, they are involved. It's Social Student Association, not study linked. I think like ESN and...
No, it really depends. I'm not sure exactly which are those associations. So better grab us, send us an email, and we're gonna check and tell you for sure. So we don't want to give any false information right now. Are the info activity market workshops individual activities?
Yes, it depends. You can participate it individually or you can go in a group.
It is recommended to go in a group, but
it depends on you, because at the end you'll talk to the associations one-on-one, like what is your interest. So but going in a group is always recommended.
It's always fun. But you can go on your own. Workshops for sure, they're gonna be able to give you an individual registration. Yes. How long does it take to create a Dutch bank account? Well, can you tell them, do you have experience with that?
I have experience with that. So it generally depends. So for international students living outside Europe, you need to have your BSN number before you register for the Dutch bank account. So for BSN, you need accommodation. So the step follows. So after you come here and you have an accommodation, you may probably get it within a week if everything goes well. Else it may take maximum of 2 weeks to get your Dutch bank account, your debit card and all the stuff.
Yeah, nice. I unfortunately still don't have a Dutch bank account because I didn't really need it. So
we'll cover these questions in next session.
When we're going to talk about moving to the Netherlands and the practicalities of that, we're going to mention all of this. So make sure you're there. If you have more in-depth questions, we're going to answer them and also offer some new information that you might not know. So be there. We're going to make an Instagram post and you're going to be reminded of that. So do not worry. Are all of the activities of the IP still going to happen if it rains on those days? Well, yes, because this is also part of the accommodation in the Netherlands. Even if it rains, the Dutch have they have a very special expression that they use constantly. You are not made of sugar. So all of them are going to happen. This is the way of the Netherlands. Things are going on despite the rain. If it's raining, it's not the best, but it's still gonna happen. We hope for great weather. Usually at the end of August we don't really have like a lot of rain, so you should be fine. But be prepared for that. Take a raincoat with you, just to be sure. All right. What's the age range of people doing masters in Delft usually? I think they're mostly in their 20s, like 20 to 25.
They are mostly bachelor students, so you can say 20 to 25. That's a good range.
But also there are some people that are a little bit older. So if you are a little bit older, if you're in your 30s or maybe even in your 40s, don't even feel ashamed of that. Just come participate, because everyone here is super open and they want to discuss with you. They want to find out more about you. So
it's good to share your experience as well.
For sure. All right. I tried to open a Dutch bank account, but unfortunately I need the debit card to activate it. I assume the card has already been sent to my apartment without me being there. Probably yes, but maybe you should contact your bank about that to get some exact information. How much is the percent of master is Dutch students? Well, this really depends on the faculty, honestly.
For my faculty, it was, I think, 50% students were Dutch.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Around 50%, like in my course, Management of Technology in my first year. So
For
Say
me,
around that.
yeah, for me it was the exact opposite. Because I'm doing aerospace and it is a pretty international program.
Yeah.
So, for example, in my track, the aerospace structures and material one, there are only like 5 to 7 or 8 Dutch people, and we're like 16 total. So a very small percentage.
Small percentage,
We're actually more Romanians there than Dutch
Yeah.
people. That's a fun thing. All right. Can we open a Dutch bank account before IND residence permit card? No, you cannot. You need to have a BSN.
Yes.
I am 27, chat. Please do not make me feel old. You're not old, man. Don't worry about it. It's
not at all.
fine.
It's chill.
Just come and have fun. All right. So we're going to wait a little bit for some more questions. And if none are coming, we are going to close the live. By the way, do the engineering courses come with a heavy workload? This is very dependent on the faculty. Yes, very, very dependent. For example, if you're doing
opposites
aerospace,
here.
if you're doing aerospace like me, the workload is pretty high, I would say. It doesn't really compare, from what I've heard of, to any other faculties. It's a lot. You have to study constantly to get by, so take that into account. But for example, if you are doing management
of
technology,
technology,
I think it's a little bit lower.
It is a little bit low, yeah. You can do it. It's not that stressful, like I've seen. So,
Yeah.
But still, you have to work a lot.
I recommend that when you meet your coach and your other colleagues, you ask them these questions because they probably can tell you more depending on what their faculty they are from. And if you want even more information, I believe that talking with your faculty actually would be pretty helpful. So just send them an email and ask them about how many hours a week you should study, how many hours you should reserve for that, and you should have a more clearer answer. Yeah.
My program is joint between Delft and Leiden. If you have experience with that, is it advisable to get a monthly ticket and commute by train? Or is it a short enough to bike?
No, it is not short. I personally am living in The Hague and I'm coming to Delft sometimes on my bike, and that is pretty tiring, being only 10 kilometers. Leiden is pretty far away from here. I feel like it's 40. No, 40 is a lot.
No, it's like it
25 minutes with the train.
Yes.
Something like that. So 25 minutes with the train means a lot with the bike. I'm not sure of the exact kilometers, but getting a commute for a commute subscription for the train would be pretty advisable here because it's a long distance. Yeah.
And we'll cover more about how you can get subscription and which card to get in the next session. So stay tuned for that.
Practicalities. Yeah. Materials engineer here, best field in engineering. Well, that's debatable. So we can discuss more when you come to the IP. Don't worry. I am doing masters in aerospace structures and materials too. Is the faculty distance from other building in the campus annoying? A little bit. If you have courses that are not in like your aerospace faculty, if you're for example doing a TPM course, or if you're doing a mechanical course, it's a little bit of a long distance, especially if it's raining.
It's long. It's away from the main thing, from the campus. But let me tell you, the food at aerospace is really good.
Yeah, so if you go to the fellowship, Maria's Kitchen, best gyros in the world, I'm telling you. So
it's really good.
You should visit it at least once, I'm telling you. So yeah.
But it is far, yes.
Yeah, it is a little bit far. That's why it's recommended to have a bike anyway. If I'm not mistaken, there's a distance of about 1.7 kilometers from the library, which is kind of the starting point of the campus, if you don't put architecture and the botanical garden in account. So it is a little bit of this. You have to account for that. If you don't have a bike, you will have to take that into account.
But the bus goes everywhere, so.
Yeah. All right. How many students are in average of a master course usually?
I think you'll get this during the opening ceremony, I guess.
Yeah.
Or on the website. So.
Yeah, and also it depends once again on the faculty very much. Because, for example, I can tell you again from experience, the space track in our faculty is very how to say, very sought for in the academic community, and everyone wants to go there. So there is a pretty big number of people in most of the space courses.
Yes.
But if you go on to do something more underground, I would say, like, I don't know, computational fluid dynamics that only the aerodynamics track do, there are not going to be as many people. There are going to be probably like 15 or 20 in your course. So it just really depends. The ethics course that you are mandated to do during your master's has a lot of students because everyone has to do it. So yeah, it just makes sense. Right, so let's wait a little bit more for some questions. And if none comes in like 2 minutes, we can go. MAC master track has approximately 50 students. Yeah, you see, it really depends. I guess this might be a question for the next live stream, but around how much does it cost to live in Delft, Rotterdam, excluding rent?
Excluding rent, I think this information is...
Yeah.
Living costs is...
It really depends on what you're used to consume, I guess. Because for me, for example, I believe that for food, like just for food, baseline, I think 50 to 60 euros is fine per week.
Yeah.
Then if you want to grab drinks, you can add like 30 to 40 euros, depends how much you drink.
Yeah.
So it's all very debatable to say. But I feel like food is not very expensive. So it depends where you come from. It depends where you come from, actually.
That's true.
So it's just a difference of perception after all. But yeah, I'm not very sure. We will also talk with some more numbers in the next live stream. So we can tell you like a bit of a clearer information then too. Is there anything along the lines of course counseling? Say if you have a certain goal in mind and we can be guided what courses to go for achievement. Yes, there are the academic counselors. You can always refer to them. You can always go to have a chat with them because they are there exactly for this, to help you choose your courses, to help you choose your path, to help you if you deal with procrastination, family issues, health issues, anything that
troubles you regarding your academics.
Anything regarding academics, they are there for you, and you can go and discuss with them and have a little chat about whatever happens there. And they can guide you further if you have like some more of a complex issue, for example, a psychological issue. You need to talk with someone that's more specialized. They are going to guide you to them, and they're going to tell you where to go and what to do. So yeah, always go to the academic counselor. They're there for you, and they're there to help. Yeah.
How many students participate on average in the IP program?
I think it depends on the year. For example, last year we were pretty small group. Yeah. We were only 800, but the years before there were 1,500, 2,000.
No, it's 1,500 was the year before.
Yeah, so it really depends. So we're hoping this year to have about 1,500 participants. That's what we are estimating right now. Yeah. Is it true that Dutch people tend to be a little racist towards Southern Europeans and ethnic groups? I don't think we are in a way of discussing this. I don't believe that this is true. Yeah. It really depends on your personal experience and the circles that you go through, but I believe the big answer is no.
Personally, I haven't faced that.
I haven't faced that either. Like Dutch people are very
open and very warm.
Yeah, exactly. They're warm. They're pretty kind to help you if you need help. So yeah, just try to converse with them, I guess. All right, and I think we are past our time. Yeah.
So,
and let's wrap this up. Thank you very much, guys, for joining our live stream, and we hope that we answered a little bit of your question. One question before we finish. So the IP is definitely important to attend, right? Yes. It is not mandatory to attend, but we believe that it really helps you accommodate easier to the Netherlands and to the campus in general. You meet a lot of people, you create friendships that are super important to accommodating. You learn about the campus, the study culture, a lot of things that you would otherwise miss, and you'd have to learn them yourself, which sucks a little bit. So Yeah.
And you get friends from other nationalities as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's good to understand the culture and work with them as well. So it's fun.
And also it's going to be like a lot of fun. We're going to have parties, we're going to have music, food. So just we recommend you come.
Yes, it's like a festival. So you'll have fun.
Yeah. All right. So thank you everyone for coming, and we're going to have another live next week. And then in 2 weeks, also on Monday at the same hour, we will announce it on our Instagram. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on our Instagram in general on how to apply to Girls Got Talent. And on your email too. And I think that's about it. So see you everyone. Thank you very much.
See you everyone. See
Bye
you
bye.
on the next session. Bye bye.